If the king doesn't lead, how can he expect his subordinates to follow?
What's going on, guys? It's Void Emperor Virgil bringing you another build video. This one was a requested video from a viewer. This is Thanatos, the Hand of Death. As always, we are going to hop into the abilities and then the items. So the passive on Thanatos is an interesting passive. He gets a restore when he gets a kill of his health. He gets a little bit off of minions, so pretty much it's a very high sustain, really strong ability. That'll keep you alive for quite a while. And it also reduces his cooldowns when you get the kill. So it's an interesting ability. It's also part of his passive that his abilities cost health and mana. He's the only god in the game that has that unique ability. Sometimes that's a hindrance when you have the mana but you don't have the health. But either way, it's as part of his kit. Takes a little getting used to. His first ability, Death Scythe, is his main damage ability. He hurls a scythe in a straight line, dealing a chunk of damage, and it heals him as well as doing 10% extra damage depending on the god's max HP. So really good for poking out tanks. And if you're low, you just throw it at the tankiest person you can for that extra damage, and it'll heal you at the same time. Also, your engage tool, without using your ultimate, you pop this and you hit him, and it is a 20% slow. So it's your sustain, your damage, and your slow ability all in one. So this is going to be your first ability you max. Really important ability for you. Your next ability, Scent of Death. Pretty much you get a movement speed and physical penetration boost for 6 seconds. And if you are going towards an enemy who is within your execute range, you get even more movement speed. So this is your chase down ability. You chunk them, they get low, you press this. This is how you will chase them. Soul Reap, the third ability. Thanatos swings his scythe. Pretty much it swings it in a little cone in front of you, silencing enemies while dealing damage. This is your second most important ability. The silence is really nice, but the damage is very helpful as well. But the silence is really good because when you all in someone and you expect them to backflip out or dash away, you silence them so they cannot do so. His ultimate, Hovering Death, he goes up into the air, and he gets a huge boost of movement speed, 150% to be exact. And then you choose an area to land. If you land on someone who is within your execute range, which at max rank is 40% HP or lower, you instantly kill them, which sets your passive healing you. It also still does 230 damage, so you can engage with it. And it also has a 1-second stun. So it's a really solid engage tool. Most of the time it is used for executing targets who got away. But on a squishy target, if you're ganking from the jungle, you can easily land on them for the stun, silence them, hit them with your scythe, and you can still kill them that way. So his entire kit is about picking and poking. You poke them out, and then once they're low, his entire kit is about chasing them down so they cannot get away. So, really good style for a Grim Reaper in my opinion. Chase people down, they can't get away. Let's move on into the items. So, first item is going to be Warrior Tabi. Warrior Tabi, because you aren't really worried about attack speed, you want to hit as hard as you can when you do hit. So Warrior Tabi is the definite choice here. Jotun's Wrath you want to go for. You can switch this out for Brawler's Beat Stick if they have a lot of healing on their team. But Jotun's is the preferred item as it gives you physical power, mana, penetration, and cooldown reduction, which he's very ability based. You want that cooldown reduction as often as possible. Next item I suggest is going Height of Urchin because you will be going into the fight quite often. Having the extra health and mana will help. The defenses will help because you will be diving quite often with your ultimate. And if you by chance don't get that instant kill because they heal or something, having those defenses will help you sustain in that fight to get the kill and get out. Your next important item is going to be Breastplate. The reason you get this is for the physical defense, the mana, and the cooldown reduction. This with Jotuns will pretty much max out your cooldown reduction. You'll be at 30%. Nope, you will be maxed. You will be at 40%. So you will be all set there. You want max CDR, spamming these abilities as fast as possible. Next up, you want the Executioner. Physical power, attack speed, as well as shredding the defense with your auto attacks. This is more of a late game item because you want to get through that defense, and at this point the people are going to have their defensive items built, so this right here will help you get through some of those tanks. Plus your square having the extra % health damage on their max HP will also help you get through the tanks. Last item for me is a personal preference. I really prefer Frostbound Hammer, because once you dive in, it just synergizes with his kit of people not getting away. More power, more health, and then the ability to auto attack and keep them from getting away, as well as having your speed boost on your second ability. It's really good for keeping people from getting away from you. So this build overall is about being a very team-based build for Conquest. This is not a pure damage build for diving in and 1v1ing people. This is a team fighting, still doing a good amount of damage while being able to survive in a 5v5 fight and keeping targets from getting away. Again, this is a Conquest build because that is the main game mode I play. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see another specific god or gameplay of a god, just let me know in the comment section. I will look. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. If you did not, hit the thumbs down. Let me know why below. And that is all I have for you today. This is Void Emperor Virgil, going back to the Void.